Hey everyone, it's great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we're going to make some homemade pierogies, and I'm going to add a little kielbasa to it. That's up to you, and you're not going to need many ingredients. So here is what you're going to need. Now I'm going to cut the recipe in half, but if you want to make a full recipe, you would need 6 cups of flour, 2 cups of cold water divided, 2 large eggs beaten, 6 tablespoons of canola oil or vegetable oil, and 2 teaspoons of salt. And that's for the dough only. So let's get started with that. Let's start by adding our flour to a large bowl. I'm going to add 1 egg instead of 2, 3 tablespoons of oil instead of 6, 1 teaspoon of salt instead of 2, and 3/4 cups of cold water instead of 1.5 cups of cold water. And let's mix that together. Mix it together well. Then we're going to knead it for about 5 minutes on a floured surface. So I'm going to get this ready here. Now if you need to add a little bit more water, go ahead. I'm going to see what I get here. I think mine will be fine. So here goes the process of kneading for about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to put it on a plate here and cover it with plastic wrap. Just let it rest for about 30 minutes to an hour. While that's resting, we'll go ahead and start working on the filling. Go ahead and peel your potatoes and cut them into 2-inch cubes. And then we're going to place them in a large pot of salted water. Now for the filling, you're going to need 3 1/4 pounds of baking potatoes, 1 medium white onion finely diced, 1/3 cup of salted butter softened, 4 1/2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, finely shredded, salt to taste, and white pepper to taste, or just black pepper, whichever you prefer. So I have my large pot of water. I'm going to put a little salt in there. I'm going to put my potatoes in there. Then we're going to bring it to a boil for maybe about 15 minutes. So melt half the butter. I'm going to put the other half aside. And let's put our onions in. Okay, I'm going to turn the onions off. Then we'll wait for our potatoes to be ready. We'll take them out. Put a tablespoon of butter back in the pan. Once the sausage and onions are done cooking, just scoop them out, put them in a separate bowl. Once you've drained your potatoes, put them in a large bowl. Then go ahead and add your 1 little bowl of onions, not the ones with the sausage in it, but with the other ones. Your remaining butter, your cheese, and let's mash those together. We want to get those nice and smooth. All right, once that's smooth, just set it aside. I'm going to flour my counter. Then we're going to just roll out half of our dough, which I pretty much could roll out the whole thing because I'm making half. So I'm going to roll out all of mine. And we're going to roll it out really thin to about 1/8 of an inch. And get a 3-inch round cookie cutter. I'll roll that out again here in a little bit. About a half a tablespoon there of goodies. Pinch it shut. And then just finish it with the rest of them, and then we'll do the second half. Half of a batch makes about 34. So, you know, depends on how hungry you are. Go ahead and put your pierogies in. And then once they float, take them out of the water. Okay, here in a few minutes we'll shut this off and we'll just reuse the water for our next batch. All right, let's go ahead. I'm just reusing the pan. I'm going to put the pierogies in there. We're going to brown them a couple minutes per side. And I might just put some onions and sausage in there once they're cooked to warm that back up. I'm going to melt a little more butter in there. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of my sausage and onion mixture in there. About half of it. Doug is not necessarily a big pierogi fan, but I'm going to have him try one. And just see, you can have one piece of sausage with your pierogi. Try one and let me know what you think. I'm going to try one too. I'm going to put a few little pieces of sausage with mine. Tastes like a pierogi with mashed potatoes, cheese, onions, sausage. The sausage really makes it good. But then again, I love kielbasa. I like them. I would rate them an 8.5 out of 10. Doug, since you're not a big fan of pierogies.
I would eat it if there was nothing else to eat.
Well, guess what, Doug? Tonight, that's all there is to eat.
I guess I'm eating pierogies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a pierogi fan.
Just pretend that you're just eating mashed potatoes. That's all it is mashed potatoes in dough. That's it, Doug. That's all it is.
You assume just because I like all of the ingredients that they all mix well together.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you put applesauce on top of them.
Do you want applesauce?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't want to ruin the applesauce.
Oh, well, you have to be a pierogi fan. But me, personally, I like them because I like pierogies. And I like sausage and cheese, mashed potatoes.
Would you make me?
So thanks for joining. I can't even speak. So thanks for joining us here once again on Dee's Delights, and we hope you enjoy your pierogies more than Doug did. Have a great day, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.